disclaimer, if you post anything in the comments below saying that I'm gonna be like the next Adam Lanza or something, you're a fucking idiot. I don't want to deal with you. You're gonna get blocked. Number 2, I will not build one of these pistols and send it to you. Got that? Okay, kids in the UK, got that? Testing, 1 2 3, good. Number 3, I am not going to build a tutorial on how to make this. It's just too in-depth. You know, if you're a good enough machinist, you should be able to figure out how this works and how the mechanism works. It's pretty freaking simple. Simplest action in the world. And if you're skilled enough to actually build something like this, you should be able to figure out how to make it yourself without my help. Alright? So now that that's out of the way, we can start this video. And the reason I'm posting this is because the last time I did a video showing one of my homemade guns, just wanted to share my gunsmithing with everybody, and I got a whole bunch of stupid brain damaged comments. So anyway, on with the video. Okay, here, so this is what I've been working on. It's 22 caliber, single shot, kind of a parlor pistol. So you load it by pouring a charge of 4 grains of black powder down the muzzle, and I'm just using a 22 long rifle casing for that. That's a good enough measure. If I lose it, it's like, I'm not gonna cry. 22 LR brass is pretty much free, you know, just go to any shooting range. So I built everything to this pistol with the exception of the barrel, which is part of an old Iver Johnson revolver barrel. I got that off Numeric gun parts. And the mainspring, which is part of an old Iver Johnson 32 revolver spring I had laying around. So everything you see here, oh, and the escutcheons and screw for that, but that's it. Oh, and the nipple, god dang it, I'm forgetting parts. So I'll get on to showing you guys some more features of this pistol once I get this shit off the table, or wine crate. So when I started this pistol, I had the intentions of actually building a 22 caliber short, single shot, break open pistol just for hunting squirrels. And this is for hunting. This is for hunting. Don't get me wrong, but it isn't something that fires metallic cartridges. So I gotta say, definitely put a lot of work into this, and this is actually a tribute to my grandfather. He died in 2009. He was a Marine, and if he was still around smoking Pall Malls and carrying Derringers, you know, I think he would really have appreciated seeing this pistol. He really, you know, gunsmithing is my passion. I enjoy doing it. You know, some people like working on cars. Some people want to be doctors. I'm just a rare breed. I want to become a gunsmith, so I'm literally in college working on that right now. And once I'm certified, I'll be a you know, certified gunsmith, and I'll be able to work in a gun shop or something and actually build guns for a living. But that's all aside from the point. You know, he liked seeing, you know, young men with passion for something like that. So I think this really, you know, is, you know, this is my tribute to him. You know, he was a great man, and I know he's probably watching this video up in the great shooting range in the sky. So, Grandpa, I miss you, and your hand tools were of great help in building this firearm, and it will probably feed me dinner. So, the grips are made from wine barrel. red wine barrel. And I live in Sonoma, California, wine country, so I can get a hold of wine barrel like no one's business. Halves, staves, you know, whole entire barrels. And that's one thing about my grandfather, is he liked red wine. The barrel is rifled. I don't know if you can even see it, but rifled to regular 22 specs. The rear sight is adjustable for windage. Elevation is with a file, and I've already adjusted it for elevation, so that's good to go. The front post sight is actually made from an old nail, and I found the nail in his toolbox. It was one of his nails. These are made from depot nails, the pins for this. The actual receiver is made from 1/2-inch mild steel, and the barrel was welded on. I cleaned that up. There's still some little pits, but I like them. They kind of give the pistol character. The steel used for the trigger and hammer mechanism is also mild steel, 1/4 inch thick. I forgot. Oh yeah, I used the same steel for the rear sight as I did with the hammer and trigger, and I'd blued it, but I'd had to adjust it with a file, as you can see, because it's shiny on top. So that was actually mild steel, and that's pretty neat. I dovetailed it in with one of my grandfather's files. He actually had a very small triangle file in his toolbox, and that was among one of the files that was used extensively during this build. As for hollowing this out, I just drilled it out and then used some small files to just kind of carve out the inside, and that was an untold amount of hours, many cups of coffee, many dips of Copenhagen, but it is finally milled out, and it's finally a pistol, and I'm pleased given the amount of work. The nipple is actually off an old it's a 1863 Remington pocket nipple, like a Pieta. So the action is pretty smooth. Trigger brake is a little stiff, but very clean. Not a lot of travel. Just brakes pretty nicely. Pistol is pretty accurate, actually. I can hit a soup can out at 35 feet, 40 feet every time. Muzzle velocity, I'd say 600 to 700 feet a second with 4 grains. Surprises me, but the base of a bullet, 22 caliber 30. Okay, and the camera shut off again. But it launches these little 30 grain bullets. I haven't used anything over 4 grains of Pyrex yet, but it launches the little 30 grain lead round nose bullets at around, I would say, 600 to 700 feet a second. And when I shot these into a 2x4, it actually went, you know, the base of the bullet was actually buried that deep into the woods, so it's not really anemic. I mean, that'll kill a rabbit or a squirrel or something like that. Knock over a can. So these are the bullets I use for my Super Companion North American arms. So I have them at hand, and I figure I can use them for both my black powder 22s. I've wanted to build something like this for years, but I'm finally got down to it, and I'm really glad that I did. This is kind of based off a Remington Rider pistol. Simple little thing. Little single shot. Oh, frickin' wind. I'm gonna lose my bullets here. Kind of based off the Remington Rider pistol. I did fire some airgun pellets. They were, I think, daisy pointed. I don't know, I had them in an old film canister for a while and stuck them in an ammo can, and I found them last week about 3 days before I completed this, and you know, when this was done, I fired probably about 4 or 5 of them out of this gun with just a percussion cap, no powder, and they were actually really light and really pleasant to shoot. Pretty neat little toy. It's dangerous, but it's really, I really think of this more or less like a toy for grown-ups, toy for adult rednecks that want to blow little .22 caliber holes and stuff. So next I'm going to show you how to load this little bugger. So let me get something to tap the short start the bullet with, and I'll be with you in a sec. Okay, here, so got our pistol. I'll just load this real quick. So it is unloaded. I checked before, so we're going to pour our Pyrex into the .22 casing, pour it down the barrel, give it a little tap. Get a bullet. See the little healed bullet in the muzzle of the gun. Get something wood, tap it to short start it, ram it home. You're going to put a cap on the nipple, and then it will be ready to fire. So pretty simple. So tribute to my grandfather. I'll probably do serial number with his date that he passed away on it. Might do his military ID number if I can get a hold of that, because that would be cool. He was a Marine. So yeah, anyway, thank you for watching, and stay safe. God bless America. Long live the Republic.